Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for a potential move on this pair. And the way in which we will be doing that is first, analyzing the pair from a technical perspective. Then we will go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds and the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market, are doing. So without wasting any more time, let's go straight to the charts. In today's video, I want to speak about BTC USD because at the moment we do have quite interesting price action and structure. In fact, starting here from the monthly, what we can see is that at the moment we are testing very strong previous monthly resistance, which at the moment is turned support since the market is approaching it from above after having broken this level to the upside during this bull run. We can also notice how this previous high is also the previous cycle high before the previous bear market started developing. And since at the moment we are in the new bear market, it's usually normal for the market to go and retest the previous cycle high. So in this case, previous resistance turns support before then starting the continuation to the upside. So from a long-term perspective, what I expect is for the market to not create new all-time highs until 2024 when we will have the next halving event. And then I expect new all-time highs to be created after 2024. Now, if we drop down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly perspective, the situation is quite clear. We had this little horizontal accumulation phase going on, which lasted around 5 weeks. Then the market started the move to the upside, creating this candle here, which broke above the previous resistance, which at that point was turned support. In fact, the market went and retested with this candle the previous resistance turned support and started this rejection to the upside. And in a situation like this, we could expect more potential continuation to the upside to happen. Now, when we have to identify a first potential upside target, immediately we must acknowledge that this would be the first upside target. In fact, in all this move to the downside, there is only one candle which is not related to the move, which is exactly this green candle here, which, since the market at the moment is approaching it from below, would be acting as very strong supply and resistance. So this is a very strong supply zone that the market should at least try to test and to which the market is supposed to be attracted to. So we have a first upside target, which would be around this area. Now, if we drop down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, here on the daily, I spoke about BTC USD a few times in the past. I spoke about it after the creation of this M pattern. I explained all the reasons for which we could expect this rejection to the upside. Then the market created this W formation. I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we could be expecting a potential rejection lower. Again, that is exactly what the market gave us. And then the market created this W, from which we wanted to see a completion at the neckline that the market created with an M pattern, after which the rejection to the upside was created. So far the market has been respecting the patterns that we usually speak about very, very precisely. And by the way, I will link these previous analysis in the description, so you can go and check them out for more free education. At the moment, however, what we can notice is that in creating this move to the upside, the market also printed this W formation. And in general, after the creation of a W, what you would like to see is for the market to create a rejection to the downside to go and complete the pattern at the previous resistance turned support. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the on-chain data, so how Bitcoins are moving on and off from exchanges, and we look at the exchange reserve, which is basically this purple line here, the black line is the price, what we can see is that while the price has been dropping, which is the black line, the amount of Bitcoins on exchanges, so the exchange reserve, which is this purple line, has been dropping as well. What this indicates is that all the selling pressure and all the Bitcoins that are getting dumped on exchanges are actually finding overwhelming demand That is buying these Bitcoins up and moving them away from exchanges, possibly in cold storage. So we see in the long term how everything is starting to line up to be very, very bullish. And this is something that it aligns very precisely with what I have explained at the beginning of the video on the monthly time frame when I was explaining my long-term view that I expect after 2024 new all-time highs to be created, because from a fundamental perspective, everything is looking incredibly bullish. Now, here on the daily time frame, as we were previously saying, we have currently the creation of this W, from which we could expect a potential completion at the neckline and then the continuation higher. So how we could be looking for this short-term shorting opportunity back to the neckline. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the on-chain data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the upside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bullish market as we would have to an intraday bearish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bullish to bearish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential rejection to the downside for the market to complete the pattern at the previous resistance turn support. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and this kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, which you find at transparentfxtrading.com, where you can access my entire course and strategy rules. And you also have the possibility to access a one-on-one video lessons and video calls, VIP market breakdowns with Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is the one that we use for the Forex analysis, which you probably already seen if you have been following me on this channel, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll down past the testimonials, you will see that I'm currently running a special promotion since I have partnered with the Forex broker Blueberry Markets, in which if you join the mentorship program, you have the possibility to get a refund credited directly in your trading account if you open an account with them. And if you scroll down, you will see that you have here the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. Now, if you enjoyed this video, also make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free education analysis for all of you, because obviously it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you in my next video.